Hello guys, so we will continue our discussion on the previous year questions. Okay, so let me share the question and we'll discuss, we'll decode the demand of the examiner and I'll give you a sample answer also. So as you see here, what they have asked is self and society are twin bond. Examine the statement in the light of Mead's concept or the statement of Mead. Okay, so it's a very simple, straightforward question. So you need to explain Mead's concept of self and society. You need to explain role taking, I and me, generalized other. So this is a very crystal clear, straightforward one, and explain why Mead says self and society develop simultaneously, which means twin bond. Exactly what is asked here. Okay. Then explain the stages of development of self. You can talk about the imitation stage, play stage, game stage, and all, and then show how socialization links self with society. And then you explain, or you can go with a critical examination part of Mead's view, talk about criticism, and then conclude your answer with sociological significance. So these are the elements that has to be covered in a systematic manner. But if it is a 20 marker, you had a much more scope to answer with all these points. But since it's 10 marker, when you cover it, just make sure that you cover, you need to introduce Mead in one line, talk about symbolic interactionism in one line, explain meaning of self and society, explain role taking, explain I and me, give one example, the one which I used to tell you that I am teaching you inside of me, that is evaluating whatever I'm teaching is correct. So one is from societal perspective, right? The other is the spontaneous me spontaneous I who's acting. Then talk about the play stage, game stage and all, and then generalized other. And then socialization and internalization you mentioned, and then the continuous development of self, couple of criticisms, conclusion. So this is how your answer has to be. Now, all these we have discussed in the notes, so there is no point in me dictating or discussing the same thing here. Just go through that. You just need to know what all things need to be covered in your answer that I've told you. Now, let's quickly discuss this. Anyway, what is going to be the introduction? You'll say that George Herbert Mead, one of the founding thinkers of symbolic interactionism, argued that neither the individual nor society exist independently, and the self develop only through interaction with society, and society itself is continuously recreated through the actions of individual. So you can say, hence Mead famously described that self and society as twin bond. So you're straightforward, you're directly pinpointing to the question, the exact same thing which has been asked in the question you are introducing also, exactly the same. Now, let's look at, let's try to address one by one demand of the question. In fact, if you look at the statement, there's one of the most conceptual question from symbolic interactionism, because the statement actually explain, the relationship between the individual and society. So you tell that it is actually talking about the relationship between individual and society, and you explain that. In fact, before Mead itself, many thinkers viewed society and individual separately. You see Weber micro perspective, you see Durkheim macro perspective. So separately society and individual. And some believe society shapes individuals using macro perspective, and some believe individuals create society, right? Meanings, motives, emotions, interactions. But Mead take a middle path. According to Mead, both develop together. So society create the self, and the self through interaction also reproduces and also transform the society. So society also keep on evolving through social actions of the individual. And that is why he says self and society are twin bond. Then talk one by one. How self develop through role taking. So according to Mead, individual develops self through role taking, right? So when I say role taking, that means putting oneself in the position of another person. We imagine like what others are expecting from us, how others are evaluating us, how we should behave, right? And that continuous process basically create a kind of self-awareness. So without interacting with others, in fact, there is no self-development. So that point you need to mention, and then you need to talk about I and me. Very important contribution of Mead. So self basically consists of two dimensions, I and me. So when I say I, that's the spontaneous, creative, individual response. That's the personal initiative. When I say me, that's the social expectation. What is expected out of me, internalized norms, organizational or organized attitudes of society, social control, etc. So the example that I tell you, I'm teaching you, but inside me, keep evaluating whether I'm teaching as per societal expectation, right? I teach you. That's the spontaneous, that's the creative, that's my individual response. Me, evaluate, is it according to your expectations, societal expectations, and based on norms and values, etc. So every action, is actually produced through some interaction between this I and me. I do an action, but within that, me keep evaluating how society see it, or is it according to societal norms and values. That means society become part of individual through me, right? So I do that action spontaneous, me evaluate my action, and together is what the actions are forming. So that's how the interaction takes place. So individuality is actually expressed through I, but that societal part is coming from me. Inside me is there, and then that keep evaluating. Now then you talk about play stage, game stage, imitation stage, etc., different stages through which the self develop. So play stage is where a child plays the role of significant person like teacher, doctor, police officer, firefighter, etc., and learn individual roles. And when it comes to the game stage, the child learn multiple roles simultaneously, and he understand the rules of society, understand expectations of so many, many people together, and develop the organized self-consciousness also. And these stages prepare individuals for life in society. And then talk about generalized other, and that's one of the key concepts explaining why self and society are inseparable. What is generalized other means? Society's collective attitude, the common norms, the shared expectations, the values which is accepted by everyone. So see, as an individual, we internalize these expectations. For example, the greeting, we greet people politely, right? And we follow traffic. No one is telling you follow that, and you stand in a queue. If you go somewhere, you stand a queue, you go behind that only, and you respect elders, right? Initially these are social rules, but gradually they become part of your own personality. That means society become part of your self, internalized. Then you can also talk about socialization, create both self and society. So basically, according to Mead, socialization is a process through which individual learn the values, norms, roles, expectation, and at the same time, society continues because individual follow and reproduce these norms. If individual is not following and not reproducing, nothing will, society won't continue this, right? So society create individual, and individual recreate society. And that's exactly why Mead says they are twin bond. And then you also explain why development of self is also continuous. Self is never complete. Every new interaction that keep changing us, right? We get new experience, we get new relationship, we get new occupations, new social roles, and all keep continuously reshaping your identity. That means self is not permanent. Self is also dynamic, and self is never static. Self is dynamic. We also keep evolve. Your self keep evolve when you grow up, when you start interacting with more people, when you start traveling, your self also keep evolving. Then you talk about society exists through individuals. How society exists through individuals. In fact, Mead rejected the idea that society exists outside individual. No, society exists through individual. Society survives because of individual. Because individual follows the norms, learn values, right, perform the social roles, and communicate through symbols. And without these individuals, society cannot exist. Without society, self also cannot emerge. That means both actually develop together. Then you also mention about the importance of communication when you talk about gesture in terms of verbal and non-verbal. In verbal you talk about languages, and non-verbal you talk about symbols. So society provide language, meaning, symbols, etc., and individual use these symbols to think, to communicate, and to understand themselves. That means mind, self, and society, all these are developing together. Then you can add value by talking about Cooley's looking glass self. So according to Cooley's looking glass self, we imagine how others see us. So we imagine their judgment upon us, right? And then we develop feeling about ourselves. See, this is actually to be used as a supportive argument. It is supporting Mead's argument that self developed through society. This is a supporting perspective that you can use. You can also talk about anticipatory socialization of Merton. Now comes some of the criticism you need to mention, that you can criticize by saying overemphasis on socialization. Then you can talk about individual agency. People are not merely product of society. Individuals also possess independent choice and creativity. Then you can talk about another criticism, that neglect of power relation. So Mead, in fact, give very little attention to power, inequality, domination, etc. Whereas thinkers like Michael Foucault shows that the identity is also shaped by power structure. Then you also need to mention briefly, in criticism, underestimating biological factors, the genetics, the temperament, the neurological factors also influence your personality. These are largely ignored by Mead. Then Western bias. His theory is mainly based on Western societies. It is not going to, or it may not fully explain the diverse non-Western culture. And finally, you talk about the contemporary relevance. Mead's ideas remain very relevant today. Social media continuously shapes yourself. Like now, social media, if you see Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, all become spaces where individuals modify their identity according to the social preferences and social responses, and the interaction between self and society has become even more visible in the present digital age. So you can, in fact, mention as value addition, if you have time and space, Herbert Blumer, Symbolic Interactionism mentioned. If it is 20 marker, if it is 10 marker, this itself is enough. Charles Horton Cooley, Looking Glass Self, I've mentioned that. Erving Goffman, Presentation of Self, you can mention. Ralph Turner, Role Making, you can mention. Michael Foucault, Power and Identity, you can mention. So these are the elements that can be brought in your answer. And when you conclude, you can say, Mead's concept of self and society are twin bond, exactly as given in the question. And that basically revolutionized sociology by demonstrating that neither the individual nor society can be understood independently. Self emerges through social interaction, but society survives through the continuous action of individuals. So both are important, and that's why self and society are twin bond. Now you can one more line you can mention is, despite the criticisms, regarding power, biology, and current diversity, Mead's theory remained one of the most influential explanation of identity formation, and it continues to be highly relevant in understanding both offline and digital social life. So that is how you can make a conclusion of this particular question also. So I hope you have done, and all these are there in your notes. Just go through that, and that's why I've explained faster, because all these we have spent enough time to discuss, and we have covered it in the class. So go through that and write an answer. See you later.